I don't have a shiesty.
You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and
long as I'm far smarter.
We're far smarter. I just have no fucking face.
Well,
I have no face today.
No face, no case.
Blank man, no face, no case. That should have been my name. There's no face, no case. Bitches. You know
Well,
what I mean? Y'all get used to it today. There's no face, no case. You just hear my voice. You ain't seeing my face. You know what I mean?
well
Y'all
then
don't
you
pay me
can't.
enough to see my face.
You can't see. You can't use the line then that says
It's
if you see our ugly face.
Well, you know, as long as they see your beautiful face, they don't need to see my ugly mug. See? That's how that works.
I take that.
We got Walter Cronkite with us today. That's Walter Cronkite. God damn it, I know who he is. Shit. What's going on, people? It's been a couple weeks, man. We ain't been on and we ain't done this shit, man. Last time I was on the show, I was fucked up.
Yeah. Ditto. But that's how Myrtle Beach goes. Myrtle Beach is just like that. We already knew going in the door.
We was gonna be a little fucked up.
What's good with you though? Happy motherfucking Monday.
Happy motherfucking Monday. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Back at work again. You know, so I'm back on the grind. Looking for a new job. I'm starting to look for a new job. I mean, I'm don't get me wrong. I like what I do. I want to change. The requirements to do my job, to like live away from home and you know what I mean, all that other shit. It's starting to take its toll now. I'm not feeling it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just at the point where I'm coming to a stage where money isn't the most important thing anymore. You know what I mean? My quality of life is important. You know what I mean? And I feel like, this job controls every facet of my life while I'm there. But you dangle $1 in front of me. You know what I mean? And granted that, the money, don't get me wrong, the money is great, but I'm just at a point where I want to try something different. You know what I mean? It's time to do something different. You know what I mean? I talked to Wolf today. You know what I mean? Wolf Blood. I talked to him for a minute. You know, chopped it up with him and maybe some other things on the horizon. I don't know. We just gotta see. I gotta see what's the best fit for me at this point. But it's gotta be something different. You know what I mean? Age is starting to play its role. I'm not young like I used to be. I can't stay out there and beat my body up like I, you know what I mean, have done for so many years. You know what I mean? So. Well,
congratulations on that.
How about you? How you?
Yes, well, some things are probably brewing. I'm gonna just be very vague. Some things are brewing in my background. Some at my choosing and some not. So I don't know what's coming, but something. We got a little storm over here on this side. So that happens.
Okay.
So
I'm praying for you anyway, because you a storm fighter. You a storm neutralizer.
I'm always,
you know what I mean?
I'm always prepared. It's just when you go through these things, you just got to go through them.
I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? And you're 100% right. When you get to these points, you got to just go through these things and fight through some of this shit, man. It ain't easy. You know what I mean?
It ain't easy. But I'll be realizing
sometimes you gotta get a little greedy to do this shit,
I'll be realizing sometimes some people you have to get kicked off the stoop to leave. Like some people, you know what I'm saying? Like we would stay in those predicaments that are comfortable for us when sometimes it'd be time to move. You just don't know it. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
listen. So I completely get that. And sometimes you're in the positions where, you know what I mean, you got to force people to do some things to make some positive changes. Trust me. You know what I mean? It's no different than what you just said about me. I'm comfortable with the situation and the money and everything like that, but I got to force myself to do something I don't want to do to ultimately find the happiness that I'm looking for right now. You know what I mean?
Right. So I guess
changes. Nothing wrong with changes.
I guess we bookends.
We bookends. We just going through shit on different sides of the fucking table. That's all.
One thing you don't got to worry about. I'm here though. I'm here, and
we gonna be here. We gonna fight through shit. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of the beast of what we go through and what we do. You know what I mean? And we gonna keep doing that shit. It don't fucking matter.
Okay, Walter. What about you? We been missing you.
Yeah, Walter. What's up? What news you got for us, Walter?
Not much. I'm just staying out of trouble. So while the world goes crazy.
Okay. Okay, little Aries. Okay. Your little season.
Okay. You know. Oh my God, so much shit has been going on. Yo, did you see the fucking news interview where fucking Trump got he had a temper tantrum and stormed out on her when she was trying to hold his feet to the fire? I find it completely hilarious. You know what I mean?
I find it to be right on par. It's right on par. I find it to be right on par. Like that's what he do.
That's what it's supposed to be. I mean, you know,
I find it annoying.
Why do you find it annoying?
I got to the point where I'm really sick and tired of him. I saw the whole interview. Not just that little clip that everyone keeps, retweeting or what have you. The whole interview. It was
okay.
Everything was a flabbergasted lie. Everything he said was a lie.
Are you surprised though?
No, I'm not surprised. That's why I'm annoyed. I'm sick and tired of having a president that's not saying anything. It was a whole bunch of word salad with some shitty dressing, and the ending part was the fact it was a simple question. It wasn't even about his the tirade that he had. It was a simple fact. It's like, hey, you got farmers who wondering about gas prices and things like that, and he's spewing about a whole bunch of shit. And you can tell, like you probably saw, his face it went from you saw the outline of his fake ass tan he had, and gotten redder and redder with every word he was saying.
Oh yeah.
It was ridiculous. And he full well is like, look, if you didn't want to be there, you're the one who orchestrated. He set this up, not NBC. He did. The White House did, as they said. So I just felt like I don't want to hear him because I know for well he's not going to say anything. So that's why I feel it's not a joke anymore. It's got to the point where it's like, I know who's he catering to. I know he's putting it out there, and especially when it comes to a female journalist, he's going to berate her. But I'm highly commending Kristen for doing what she did and try to stay poised of everything. But unfortunately, there got to be some point in time where he's like, you got to chew him out. Be like Gayle King did with R. Kelly at some point. Just chew him out and say, dude, you're not saying anything right. So, well, it is what it is.
I just got to see how this goes. I want to see what more do Americans need to see to come to whatever conclusion they come into. I just want to know what else do they need to see. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you're waiting for.
We've been seeing this for 12 years. That's how much do you need to see? It's not just not in the political aspects of it. This is how he is. It doesn't make sense.
So at this point, why are you surprised if you know this is how he is?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The things to me are right on par. It's right on par with what we already know. But I want to know is why continuously do he pass does he pass so many of these bills or things? A lot of these things fly just for them to say that they're wrong. I don't understand. I understand, but I don't understand. Because in my land, let me say this: I know he's supposed to be the commander in chief. I know he's the biggest job in the land or whatever. But I have to go to court when things happen that people say I did wrong. I have to go to court first. They don't let the shit fly. Like here, you can just paint over the reflection pool. You can just change the whole White House. You can just do whatever you want, and it flies. And then people double back and says, "Oh, that's wrong." Or you apply. Like I can't go and apply for a house. Apply for approve me for $300,000, and then I go buy $1 million home. Like on you, I can't do it.
Yeah, but the way it's set up is for him to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and there's like no real repercussion behind what he do. You know what I mean? It sounds weird, but that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
The repercussions are going to come from us. Are going to come to us. It's a check, a signed check, a blank check that he's writing, just writing whatever he wants. Meanwhile,
he just does what the fuck he wants to do, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And it's like you do what you want to do with no repercussions and nobody saying nothing to you. You know what I mean? Eventually, I think it's gonna come back and haunt him.
Okay. I'm trying to. It's sickening living here right now. Right now, it's just sickening. You don't know from one day to the next. Things are so unpredictable. It's like I was going to bring that up.
His feet to the fire about his lies and everything else. He has a temper tantrum and runs off, and he starts degrading everybody. You know what I mean? All news outlets and everybody, and the Democrats. It's the Democrats, and then it's Obama, and it's this, and it's Biden. It's everybody else's fault, and he does nothing. This dude is the most delusional motherfucker. We are a laughing stock. This country is a fucking laughing stock to the world.
Let me ask you a question. How much, out of all the news that you see, you too, Walter Cronkite, out of all the news that you see, what percentage of it do you think is actually true? Like our news outlets, because we don't really go to the ones, I'm imagining none of us actually go to the ones we have to pay to get left and right. How much of the news do you think is accurate?
Well,
it's hard to say.
I would say a good because I think Trump said 94% he was getting when he quote unquote won the election, he got 94% of bad press. It's like because you're a bad president, that's why you got bad press. But I would say at least between around 65%, 65 to 70%, and somewhere in that range.
Okay.
And because of the fact is, in this day and age of journalism, it's a lot of opinions more than actual journalistic skill sets. You know, people have their own viewpoint of how things are instead of actually going out, getting the actual information, things like that. That's why, you know, they keep saying it's like, yeah, proof we don't say that. You know, this never happened. You know, we verify these things. That's why a lot of the, you know, reporters are stating those things. And, you know, because they do the work. When you have someone like, you know, someone way out of, you know, doing podcasting and all that stuff, they take what has been reported and they sit there and overanalyze everything and trying to find whatever is hidden between the lines that really isn't. And they make their own statements and their own opinions on certain things. That's what Fox News has been for all these years. And especially when it comes to their, you know, they don't have an actual news show. It's most of their shows are, you know, conversational shows. That's all it is. It's talk shows. So, and because I have never seen any of those people, Hannity, or any of those, the Five, any of those people. I've never seen them actually go out and about and interviewing people, finding out what's really going on, unless they're at, the Republican conventions or what have you. And that's about it. I really don't think they do actual reporting anymore.
And you know what's that is my news station of choice for one reason though.
What news station is that?
Channel 5, Fox 5 will
Really?
tell you why.
Okay, now keep this in mind. Fox 5, here's a difference. There's Fox News, and then there's your
Fox
local
5.
stations. They're completely different. Those, when it comes to the local affiliates, they do their own thing. They have their own associate. They're sort of like it's a huge disconnect. They have they have actual reporters that deals with whatever's locally happening.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Those are two separate entities.
So they're getting and they're just reporting what they're getting. They're not actually
right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's like when it comes to there's the national news and the local news. So with Fox 5, it's local. Okay, they focus on what's happening within the district area and all that stuff. That's what it's set up for. When it comes to someone the national news, like Fox News, MSNBC.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's MS now because they got rid of the NBC part.
Did they?
Yeah, they want to rebrand. So when it comes, when it comes to the national news, their thing, I really believe is like, mind you, they rely on correspondence, but at the same time, when it comes to those who anchor, I don't see them do anything. A lot of anchors still do go out and about and do reporting, do journalistic things to get stories and stuff like that. That's why it's kind of unfortunate that, you hear things like what's happening in CBS and 60 Minutes and things like that. When you hear good reporters being let go because of a nut job in the White House, doesn't like how he's being reported by. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, dude, you're doing wrong. The news is pointing that out there. What do you want them to do? It's up to you to change that, not them to change the story. You're the story. It's not their right. It's not their thing to change it unless you change it. But now he's forcing them to change things, and sadly, there are bad people trying to take over again the news media, to again control a narrative that's again not factual, or better yet, there's lacklusting of actual journalistic integrity out there. And people take that to heart because especially how this day and age, everyone keeps saying it's like, oh, the attention span of people is a lot shorter than it was 30 or 40 years ago. I agree, but still, I'd rather have some integrity when someone is telling me what the hell is going on in this planet.
Let's go to some of these comments. This is Harold Blackwell. He says he's probably got more on the people trying to get him than they have on him. And Day says, oh, most definitely. His name ain't Trump for no reason. He says, when I asked about the percentage question, Day said 48%. They don't know the truth. And when the truth get out there, we're told it's lies and the person is crazy, then they disappear. I hate to say this, but Kanye was never wrong. And then Harold said he was entertaining the same people over the last 40 years that he's hired or is in positions of power. He has his own dirt file on these folks. He will never face anything he's done wrong or illegal. He got in with the new people technically by giving them government contracts, but also getting a percentage.
Yeah. He's a crooked president. And he knows it. But to go back to like one person who said about, again, this is where a lot of people have to, let's say us, the audience, those who are reading this, who's getting this information, we have to get past the fact is like because mind you, I work in this business. I've done news journalism before. I know it's a heavy task, and the amount of effort they go out to get stories to let the public know what's really going on. You can't cover everything. You can't cover every shooting or whatever crooked things happening around the area, and that's local to national thing. And then mind you, of course, in this day and age, it's everything is like they keep berating the same thing over and over again because again, it's about ratings now, which is highly unfortunate. Instead of if you look at international stations, I highly recommend for a lot of people the BBC News is king. And secondly, I've been watching the Japanese news because pretty much all they do is want to inform people what's really going on. That's it. It's not about ratings. It's not about trying to be a political stature or whatever. It's just about, hey, this is what's going on. Here's what's going to happen, and that's about it. So, but saying that something is true and or falsified, that's where you have to go and dig deep and find the right people, to know what's really going on. It may take 5 stories to dig out the full truth of what's going on. And if everything cosigns with each other, you know for well that story is true. Yeah. And unless you were there yourself, unless you saw it yourself, there's no, that's the only other possibility that is true. You saw it yourself, or you have to really dig deep, find several different sources to make sure to clarify everything is cleared out.
Well, that's why
it's roughly, I would say, between 65 to 70%, because of the fact is like, the people who go out there, they were either there, one, they were actually there, or two, they're trying to find those stories. But everything else, it's falsified because of the fact is like there are probably a lot of half truths and all that stuff that you really got to try to weed out from.
Okay, I got a question for y'all, right?
Okay,
fellas, this is for the fellas. This is for the fellas to answer, right? Fellas, you out with your lady, right? You and your lady is out somewhere, wherever the fuck it is, y'all out together, right? 5 females come along and start beating the shit out of your girlfriend, beating the shit out of your lady. Not talking about the chick, your jump off or some, whatever the case may be. You start beating the shit out of you, bro. What are you gonna do? White man, Walter, what would you do? You out with your lady, and 5 females start jumping your lady. What are you gonna do?
I'm defending my lady. I'm trying to get her out of there.
Okay.
How in what manner?
I have no problem whipping a woman's ass. It's like if you're going to throw hands, I'm going to throw them back, and especially if it's someone I care about. Hell no.
Okay, so I want to hear from the fellas. I really, really, really want to hear from the fellas and get their point of view on this and see what fellas are going to do. No answer is the right answer. And there's a reason why I'm asking this. You know what I mean? So I'm asking this because I'm going to give y'all my opinion on what I'm going to do after the fact. It's pretty obvious, but I want to hear what the fellas got to say, right? So as it catches up with the fellas, fuck it, I'm just jump right in.
It'll catch up with them, yeah.
I'm gonna say this. So I agree with White Man. I'm gonna beat the shit out of some bitches, right? But I had a conversation with a dude. It was like, nah, I ain't getting in it. I can't hit a woman. So Shawty was like, well, if that's me, and you just standing there, when I get done, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And I couldn't be mad with her. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be mad with her. So if you ask me that question, I'm beating the shit out of bitches. I am taking my liberty to break your fucking jaw. I am body slamming them. I'm kicking you in the face. I'm fucking you bitches up. I got told if I did that, I'm a woman beater. Motherfucker, you probably beat your female now. ... I said, no, I don't. I said, but if you got 5 females jumping on my woman, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of their ass right along with her.
So the person professes that you're supposed to stand there, or do you supposed to stand there?
Some guys feel like you're supposed to stand there and let it happen, and you can't touch it. You know what I mean? Some women felt like if you do that, you're gonna beat women up. You just like beating women up. That's what I was told. So I was like, yo, this
5-on-1 situation.
Huh?
because you set it up to being 5 women came out of nowhere to beat up your girl.
If 5 women were jumping on your, I'm not saying if it's a one-on-one type thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 5 women. All 5 women beating your chick up. What you gonna do?
Harold says slow singing and flower bringing.
Huh? What'd you say, white man?
I'm trying to get the guy who said that. If a 5-on-1 situation and all you're going to do is stand there I can understand if it's one-on-one.
There was a guy that said he would stand there, he wouldn't get involved. His morals says he can't put his hands on a female.
Okay, I would understand if it was one-on-one, because it's like if your girl can fight, great. But 5-on-1 is like, and it's like, nope, I can't. My morals. Like, really, 5 on your girl is being beaten by 5 women.
Well, I think
action. I don't get that.
Let me slide in where I see the difference. Right, the difference, I believe, if you are beating a woman for no reason, to me, that's beating women. Like, just no reason. The girl's defenseless. She's scared. She don't really, nothing provokes it. Like, that to me is a difference than defending. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that clear? Like, if you come up and just pop me in the mouth for no reason, you hit me just because it's Tuesday, like you just mad, you take out your anger on me, you physically, to me, that's a difference than me defending you. Because if it's 5 people against 1, to me, him being there is equal.
So I agree with that. And I hear what Harold said. He was like, she carries, but your lady can't get to her bag. These 5 bitches just randomly jumped on her before she can get to her bag. And they are her. I see what you're saying. No,
but then earlier he said slow slinging and flower bringing. Like he said, yeah. He said
whatever. It's whatever at that point. But you know what I mean? You got some dudes that feel that they're not gonna do nothing. You know what I mean?
Then they say it won't get to 3. It won't get to.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? As a dude, you have to understand that there are males out here that are not gonna budge. Ladies, know your man. Know who you dealing with before you start dealing with this dude. Because you never gonna know.
Tone, if you on the internet, you can look and see how many of those videos that people post are being being recorded by a man.
Yeah. And you see that shit, you standing there. But you know,
I think for them it's entertainment. I give that to them, that's entertainment to them.
So, white man, is there a difference if it's not your lady and 5 women is just jumping this lady? Is there a difference if it's not your lady, Tone? Harold, Day?
At that point, it might be a difference for me, Kiki, to be honest with you. It might be a difference because, that's not my lady, so I don't want to get involved in that and fuck around and I get fucked up. You know what I mean? It could backfire on me. You know what I mean? I don't know what this bitch did. I don't know the severity of the situation. I don't know what it is. But if it's my girl, fuck that. Nah, nigga, ho. I gotta get you. I gotta get you.
Walter, is there a difference?
Unfortunately, yeah, there is a difference. Because, like Tone said, it's like, I'm not there to protect you. Your man's supposed to be. And I mean, I could call the police, get some help.
Okay.
I can do that, at least do that.
Okay.
Unless someone who's immediately connected to me, Amy, in this situation, my girlfriend, my wife, whatever. I got her 6 no matter what. That is, but someone who's not, I'm going to try my best to try to help you out in a situation without fully getting involved. And the best scenario is calling the cops.
Well, at least you said you would do something. At least you would do something.
Yeah. But Kiki, seriously, physically, I'm not getting involved in that. You couldn't pay me to get involved in that. It's nothing personal. If I don't know you, okay, Kiki, let me stir the pot a little bit. Let me get my spoon out. Let me flip this. You and your man is out somewhere and 5 niggas jump on him. What you gonna do?
That's the difference. That's the difference, son.
There's a difference. Well, okay, I'm saying that.
Really?
I'm basing this off of. I'm basing this off what my man Harold said. His lady carries. Most women I know carry.
I was going to ask, is that part of it? Because
that's part of it. For a woman, I can understand women carrying. Most dudes, we carry. We carry. But you in this situation, I'm not asking you to go to back with me, paw to paw, and we pound it out. You know what I mean? Now, however, there are females out here that'll go back to back with their man and pound it out with a nigga. Yeah, there are. But you got your gun on you. And these 5 niggas come out of nowhere, jack your man up, sneak him, pow, start stomping his ass out. What are you gonna do?
But see, Tone, let's slow down a little bit.
What's up?
Let's shoot this up a little bit, because you not 5 seconds ago said most men carry. We ain't. Am I the only one? Because that makes a difference.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Y'all, you and your man walking down the street, you know what I mean? Nowhere, it's nighttime, y'all paying no man, and nigga come out the alley and sneak your man, bow, and they jump on the nigga before he can even pull his hammer. They on this nigga. Them niggas came out of nowhere, like, fuck, they were there, and they on this nigga, pounding him out. They just pushed you out the way while they beating this nigga out, and he can't get through his motherfucking hammer. What are you gonna do?
If I can get to mine, I'm gonna do a little something. If I can get to mine, I'm gonna get to mine. If you push me out the way, I'm gonna get to mine. I'm getting to mine, and possibly yours. Possibly yours.
And respectfully, I'm not. You know what I mean? So one of my exes, she was a down chick like that. I forgot where the fuck I was at. This was had to be like 30 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot where I was at, but I went in there. I was helping my cousin out. I went in the house. You know what I mean? He had some shit going on. You know what I mean? I hooked off on a nigga that owed him money and beat this nigga ass, right? The nigga called his folks. You know what I mean? I'm outside after the fact. He called his folks. Some niggas surrounded me. I square off. I'm fucking nigga. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Shorty came outside and put her back in mine. Was like, fuck it. We both gonna get it. I was kind of shocked and turned on at the same time. Like, damn it, this bitch won't fight with me. You know what I mean? It's a dope fucking experience. I'm not expecting her to do that, but in that situation, I mean, what would you do?
Okay.
What would you do?
Story time with Kiki. Story time with Kiki.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
I don't know if you know what Haynes Point is.
Yep.
You know what Haynes Point is, Walter Cronkite?
Yeah.
You know, back in the nasty 90s, Haynes Point was busy. Cars, this and that, everybody's hanging out, everybody having a cookout, blah, 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 blah. That happened to me. I was with my dude. I can't say boyfriend, because I guess I can say boyfriend because we was in that age range. So with my boyfriend at the time, and somebody did, I guess they asked me for my number or whatever, and I was like, no, I'm with somebody. They was like, fuck him, and called me a bitch. They get the scrapping or whatever. It was bottles in the car because we was doing something we had no business, and I priced the nigga over the head with a bottle. They was scrapping too. That ended everything.
For real?
That ended everything.
Damn.
Just saying.
Okay.
That wasn't happening, and I had nothing to lose at the time. You know, I was a young mom, but I had nothing to lose for real. I just the fear's not there. You know what I'm saying? It's just
a different
instinct kicked in. Now five men. Look at Tweety said she going to get the truck.
Let me look at some of these comments here, because some people was like, "Yo, it's gonna what's that? What's her? I don't even want Jack Nikisha."
Oh, Peaks, yeah.
Yeah, Peaks was like, "Yo, it's gonna be some coroners on site." You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. I seen what my man Dada said. He was like, "Yo, it's not my lady's fight." You know what I mean? But in a situation like that, you know what I mean? You never know. Your lady, it's not your fight. You out there squabbling, doing everything you can, but you got 5 niggas on you. You know what I mean? you ain't Jackie Chan and shit. So you know what I mean? You doing everything you can, but Shorty might have to step in. I'm not asking her to step in and fight, but if she got that hammer on her, I want to see where her heart is. What she gonna do? If she got the hammer on her and she just watched me get fucked up, and don't do nothing.
She next. Bitch, you next.
Good. I'm gonna take your own hammer and slap the shit out of you with that shit, bro. For real.
Look, Flip said, if I know he carries, if it's in the car, I'm going to. No, Keisha said that. Pete said, if I know he carries this in the car, I'm going to the car and I'm gonna start spraying. Tweety said, I'm gonna go get my truck. Flip said, grabbing whatever I can to help him out, to help him get out, running niggas over with my car.
God damn. Yo. Like, you could always roll with me. She ain't playing. I'm what? You niggas don't want to leave? Get my car. I can see her.
Tweety said, I'm about to speed bump him.
Yo, y'all niggas is wild, bro. I'm just saying. Sometimes, in them situations, you never know. It was a question that I saw that I was dealing with, and some of the comments was like shocking because like some niggas really said they would stand there and watch their girl and she would have to fight that shit out. You know what I mean?
But Tone, I had the question at my job when I was asking if it was your kid. You had teenagers, and the same thing happened to your teenagers. If AJ got into it, and five dudes came. I'm like was giving AJ the business. You his daddy. You at least 3 times older than these kids.
So here's what I'm gonna say to that effect. Before I let you jump my son, I want y'all each 5 to line up who wants to go first, and you got to shoot a fair one with him.
There you go.
That's respectable right there. I'm not saying whatever you feel worn on your chest that you want to get after my son with. It's cool, but I can't stand here and let y'all jump him. But whoever's first, y'all niggas line up. Y'all each one of them shoot the fair one. Shoot the fair one. If you can't and you try to jump him, man, it's still my son. I'm gonna have to watch my son squabble for a minute, but I'm gonna pull some niggas off of him and I'm gonna break somebody's back. You know what I mean? Just because it's my son. What you expect me to do? Stand there and watch my son get beat up? Like, nah, Slim, I couldn't do that, bro.
I'm fighting some kids. I'm fighting some kids. I told my kids already. Yes. Tone, listen. Okay. I hate to say this like this. I will fight your child. You will have to come and fight me. If your kid do some wild shit to me, I will shoot your child. If it's me or your kid, it's you. It's your kid.
You know what? I'm not even to be real with you, Kiki. I'm not even mad at you for that shit though. For real. You know what I mean? I remember when I was a kid, right? And we had just first moved into where my mother lives at, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was outside, and I was outside playing, and somehow or another, new kid on the block. Man, everybody on the block chased my ass home, right?
Mm-hmm.
He chased me home and ran in the house. My mother was like, yo, I'm not going to let y'all jump my son, but y'all get in line and fight him one-on-one. And she was looking at me, what you going? I'm ready to fight, but I'm not fighting. I was ready to fight. She was like, line up and ask who's first. You know what? Nobody wanted to step out first. Nobody wanted to step up first and get that business one-on-one. You know what I mean? And that's a problem with a lot of these kids. It becomes easier for them to jump people and do shit like that because they don't have the hands to fucking fight one-on-one and defend themselves one-on-one, man.
Well, Tone, let's be clear. It's 2026. It's 2026. Highly doubtful if they're coming as a squad that they're gonna want to fight them one-on-one because they can't. That would have happened already. But they tell you, I hear what you're saying. Oh man, fuck you. It's going down. Like I hear you. It's going down though. All of us.
If that's the case, then you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta fuck up some kids. You know what I mean? But you know the hammer's gonna be right on me. I ain't expecting my son to be carrying because he ain't ready yet. But I got the hammer on me, and I'm like, yo, fuck it. I got 5 bullets. You know what I mean? And my aim is impeccable, bitch. So you know what I want to do.
And I guess for everybody who is on here, let's be clear. I don't have a 10-year-old. I don't have a 12-year-old. I got grown kids. So kids to me is younger. It's young. My kids' age. Like that's me, 20s. You know what I'm saying? No. Let's get it on. Let's get it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because these kids got Dracos. These kids will shoot you.
Yo, it's a crazy world we live in where kids that's they go to no more. They don't have the capabilities to throw them hands anymore. And here's the problem: even if you throw them hands and the nigga get beat up, he got to run home and get that Draco because you know what I mean. Like he can't eat that. These kids are so soft today. You can't eat a loss. When you take a loss, you can't eat that shit and just be like, all right, I took the loss. He was the better man today. I'm gonna have to see him tomorrow. You know what I mean? I come from a generation where, if I lost today, I'm fighting tomorrow. I'm fighting every day until I beat your ass.
Until I win. Till I win.
Ain't nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about there. You know what I mean? But these days, if a kid takes an L, he gotta go back. He gotta go get that motherfucking get. He got air shit out. You know
yeah,
I mean?
if it's fair, I'm gonna do nothing. Day said if it's my kids, he said if it's kids, I'm moving. If it's kids, I'm gonna let my kids fight them 2-on-1, depending on the weight class. My son knows the wall game. No shoot shots over here.
Facts. The wall game is serious. If you don't teach it, I get it. I implore you to teach your sons the wall game, man. Put that back to the wall and see them niggas coming from all angles and get busy. You know what I mean? But the problem is these days is your son can get busy and beat a motherfucker down. But these kids can't take that loss. They soft like that.
Yeah, feel away. Yep. They feel away.
You know what I mean?
They feel away.
What Harold say? Harold said, I had to shut my 75-year-old mom down in the grocery store, telling young YNs to pull their pants up and stop cussing. You know what I mean? 2, 5, 6. You know what I mean? I was too old for the BS, mom. She ain't fighting. Like, nigga. You know what I mean? But you get them old school ladies, them old school women like that. Yeah, they come from a different generation, man. Clean that shit up. I don't want to see that shit. And you stand there with your mom, nigga, looking at you like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean?
No, because you used to could tell kids to stop cussing. You used to could tell them, hey, watch them out. You can't even tell these kids, don't come in church smelling like weed. So you ain't got no chance.
Yeah, but they on a different. It's different. So leading into that conversation, Kiki, how do you feel about these new laws that they're trying to pass? Where if your kid is out there committing a crime, they charging you with the shit.
I mean, I'm on the fence. I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 because I don't want to be biased because I'm a parent, right? But if you do the right thing by your kids, honestly, if it's right, it's right. Yeah. If you're just doing the shit just cause, but this one thing about laws, they're blanket. Like they don't have exceptions. They don't have those. So I'm on the fence. I can't really speak because there's always exceptions. So you know what I'm saying? Just say for instance, Brittany did something by happenstance. Like she didn't really mean to, but it ended up happening. I still got to pay for that. As opposed to her being reckless. Like just say your son do some reckless shit, I gotta have the same crime that you have. So I'm on the fence with that. Does that make sense?
Here's where I'm on the fence. So the flip side was like, Flip was like, she gonna hit him with the car too. Flip is gonna hit everybody with the car. Don't fuck with Flip. Flip is gonna run you over with the car with a smile on her face. You know what I mean? That's it.
He gonna tweet each other, bing bing.
You know what I mean? Yo, Liz, you right. Tell Orange Man go home. He fucking up our city with them fucking Knicks, man. Go Knicks. All right, but serious shit though. Here's how I feel.
Okay.
It's a 50-50 thing here. You know what I mean? It depends on how I'm raising my child. You know what I mean? And I get what where they going at with some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing else is working right now. And some of these parents don't have control over their own children. Their children run them.
Yes.
So now we have to find creative ways to get these kids back in line. You know what I mean? Okay, so what I'm saying is start with the fucking state. Start with the government because you gave these kids too much fucking power. When you took the power of a parent being able to whoop their kids' ass, I'm not saying abuse. I'm saying whoop. Discipline.
Yes.
When you took that power away and let the kid know that, you can't touch me. You already fucked up. By slapping these kids on the wrist when they do a crime and you slapping them on the wrist, don't do that again. You know what I mean? Or next time it's going to be bad. No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if you fucking 10 years old, you commit a crime, you go to jail like an adult. And if you commit a crime or you take somebody's life, I don't think you should go to jail just to 18 and then, you know what I mean, or 21 and then you're done. No, fuck that. Get a nigga 25 to life. 14 years old, you got 25 to life. Holler at me in 25 years. Holler at me 25 years and I think about letting you out. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that if you're old enough to make if you make a crime, you using your conscious mind to do this crime. It's not you're non-conscious. You know what you're doing. If you're old enough and your mind is developed to think like that and do a crime, it should be developed to do the time. Now, do I find it fair for the parent to be blamed, okay, not all parents.
Okay.
I'm not saying all parents should be blamed. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you got good parents that are raising these kids and doing the best that they can. And some of these parents got to work 2 and 3 jobs, or I'm going to say it like this. Some mothers, some single fathers out there have to work 2 and 3 jobs to keep the roof over their head and take care of this child. So unfortunately, they cannot be there all the time. And the child has free time on their hands.
Tone, you know the phrase, they lost the locker room. The coach lost the locker room.
Yeah.
That's what happens in your home. And I don't think that in most of the times, just like Scooter said, they're scared of their kids, and they're scared of their kids for one reason or another. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't have it where you have halfway disciplined kids. Like if you lose the locker room, this is what happens. But what I want you to understand that my difficulty in choosing one side is shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You accidentally end up doing something like it's an accident, and then now I'm on the hook for some accident shit.
So that's what I'm saying, but that's what I was getting to was like a person like Kiki, that you've been a good mom, you've been working hard and doing all this shit, and your child just happened to be out somewhere and some shit pop off. You shouldn't be charged for no shit like that. You shouldn't have to go to jail for a mistake that your child just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time and got hemmed up with some shit. Why should you go to jail? Now, I feel you have some of these motherfucking fucked up ass parents out here. Let's talk about it. But some of these parents out here are showing these kids this is the type of lifestyle I like to live, so the kid has nothing else to do but follow that. Those parents need to go to jail. Those parents that don't give a fuck and let their child run amok and be outside at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. What in the flying fuck is your 15-year-old kid doing outside that late at night? Let's be realistic here.
Nothing scares these kids. Even you can hang 25 years over their head, Tone. Nothing fucking scares a lot of these kids.
So here's what it is. Start hanging their ass out to dry. You niggas like building jails. You like building jails. Stop bluffing with these fucking kids. You know what I mean? Okay, you think it's a game? When you start hanging these little motherfuckers out to dry, left and right, left and right, left and right, it doesn't matter. Hang you up to dry. We're not giving you no chances. We're not slapping you on the wrist. We're not giving you no probation. Go take your ass to jail. Take your ass to jail. You want to be a gladiator? Go be a gladiator behind the fucking wall. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm serious. You know what I mean? Or how about this? If you want to be such a gladiator in the street, running around popping guns and doing all this other shit, man, here's what you do. Take their ass to Iran, put them on the fucking front line, and have Trump send them out there, go kill motherfuckers. But I bet you all the little bits come crying out of them at that point. A lot of these kids not built like that, but they peer pressured by their fucking friends. They want to live behind an image. They want to be this person, so they want to act like they don't give a fuck. But deep down inside, a lot of these kids do give a fuck, but they don't have people around them. What happened to the village? What happened to the village? When we were coming up, there was a village that raised us.
So
the village ain't there no more, man. It's individuals now.
So what do you say to, because I think is it Planet Fitness? Planet Fitness has an initiative that they started that I think I might have sent it to you, where they were giving kids to a certain age free gym memberships to get them in the gym and off the streets. What do you say to that initiative?
Oh, I say you have to exactly. I support that. I think you should find more programs and more things for these kids to do. Give them other opportunities to do things. You know what I mean? Versus just fucking hang out and cause fucking trouble. You've taken away so much shit from them. You can waste billions of fucking dollars on a war that has nothing to do with us. We were in a war. Billions of dollars. But you can't take billions of dollars and put it back into these communities and give something for these kids to do? Help these kids along the way? Fuck that. Some of these kids just, you know what I mean, they're in a bad way. They got no choice. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all kids is bad. You know what I mean? You know the motherfucking rotten apples. You know a rotten apple. You know what I mean? But this rotten apple, if you put him in a bushel, he's going to eventually ruin the whole fucking bushel.
They got a good point. He said when the kids' parents get locked up, who the fuck gonna watch the kids? Is the child support gonna stop? Are they going with their other parent or they got both? Who gonna have them? And how do you decide? I guess you decide who goes to jail by who is the custodial parent.
Well, what happens if both parents? Okay, so hold on, Jiggy. What if both parents live at home? What if both parents live at home? Who go to jail then? Your mama and your daddy live in the house. Both the parents go to jail?
Damn.
How that work?
Is it who was on watch at the time of the crime?
I mean, these are questions. What's it gonna be? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, we gotta figure something out, because if we don't figure out a way and we don't make our voices heard, these niggas is gonna do this shit, and you as a parent is gonna suffer for a mistake that your child did. And you may not have a bad child, but your child may be hanging around somebody who's a fucked up ass kid and does some shit. Now your child is looped in on some shit. You know what I mean? Now you sit in jail, but they just crazy. Like, who's gonna look after these kids when you get locked up? Are you gonna put them in CPS? Because that's the only other option. When you come and lock them up, then CPS is going to be right there to take these kids. Where you going to put them at? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad that we got y'all all riled up. So let's get into this topic for the night.
What's up?
Don't know if you're aware, but there was a black kid that was shot in the back by an Asian store owner for stealing out the store.
Yep.
Is Walter Cronkite?
Yeah, I'm popping up shortly. Hold on.
Are you aware of that story?
Yeah,
I am fully aware of it.
Could you give us an overview?
So it's kind of like if you remember back in the day, the young kid who got killed by Mr. Fernandez.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of has that similarity.
Trayvon?
So,
no, something different.
Yeah, it's something different. So, but this is the Rick Chow store. So apparently the store owner felt that the kids were didn't do anything. They were they didn't do anything initially to warrant what he ended up doing. So here's what had happened. So this is the aftermath of the verdict, because he shot the kid. The kid is dead, unfortunately. So, and this is the fallout. So pretty much his store has been fully vandalized after the fact. To me, it's kind of like where kids. It's like, if you're not buying anything, why are you there? I understand it's one thing to be I know, like, especially Tony, you lived in New York, and most of the bodegas have been in his hangouts and things of that nature. But I think nowadays it's gotten to the point where kids just go in, especially if they're coming in as a group, like 3 or 4, and they go to the aisles of the small stores and they start grabbing little bits of things, and you got the owner, can't manage. It's playing like the shell game. It's like, who you get, and it gets to the point where they'll all rush out and they got whatever little trinkets they got. And mind you, these small stores, these small business stores, get hurt a lot more than the bigger ones. That's what they don't think. The unfortunate thing about this situation is that the store owner, even though he got these kids out initially, he kind of followed the other kid out. And that's where the problem was. It's because initially you're able to save your store. You did have the self-defense protection, but once you track down, doing the Punisher shit, that's where a lot of people got upset with.
So to be clear, he didn't take anything.
Initially, he was told he put it back, but it got to the point where the store owner was still upset the fact that he were, doing what they were doing. But still, it was able to, warrant some retaliation from the store owner, Mr. Chow.
So the store being vandalized was a result of what?
Of the verdict, where again initially, because the store owner and killed the kid. And pretty much everyone's felt that it's like, oh, he should have gotten, a higher sentence. He should have been sentenced, period. So he got acquitted.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy. Okay.
So yeah. So giving you further.
So
So they found him not guilty.
Okay.
So let me give you more text of this. Because it happened in 2023. It was 14. So, and Mr. Chow, he shot the kid. His name is Cyrus Belton or Carmack Belton in the back after chasing him from his convenience store in Columbia, South Carolina. He maintained acted as self-defense. So to me, the way I see it is like he did defend himself, but it got to the point where here's where it gets going. So the prosecutor said Chow acted in anger because he wrongly thought the teens had stolen 4 bottles of water, which he didn't. And the defense lawyer said Chow fired to defend his son only after the teen pointed a gun at him. So there was a gun pointed at Mr. Chow. So there was no shoplifting. That was the thing.
Okay.
But apparently Mr. Chow did retaliate. So,
and it was proven that there was a gun, that there was a gun that was proven?
Yes.
4 bottles of water.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 bottled waters that they did not take. But the thing is, in this day and age, especially when it comes to Asian owners, that meaning not just Chinese, not just Japanese, not just Korean, but also Indian as well. That's what Asian means, because it's a continent, not just one group. One person.
Harold,
they get targeted a lot more than you would ever imagine, because of the fact is like their businesses are in Black neighborhoods. It's affordable for them financially. It's affordable to have a business there. Okay. Every 7-Eleven you see, it's owned by some Indian dude.
Harold,
yes, I get it. Or run by it.
Harold, send me. You know what I mean? Harold, please explain to us. You said white man is not explaining very well. Please give us your take on it. You know what I mean?
Please, if I'm miscorrecting, then please explain.
Okay, let's get to. I want to see the video. Send me the video or something so I can see this. Right?
Well, I'm asking him to call me on Facebook.
Okay, so as a New York kid, right? We used to go in the store and steal it from there all the time. Steal from the little Chinese dudes all the time. It was no big deal. I mean, it's just common shit what it was. But we didn't do that mobbing in the store. You know what I mean? Like, I would go in there and steal some fucking candy bars and shit like that, and comic books, stupid shit when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I get it now that y'all they're flash mobbing these stores and they stealing shit. And I get it. You have a business and you're trying to protect your business. Okay. But after the point that you're stalking and murdering the kid, I don't know about that.
Tone, read Tiffany's comment.
I haven't seen the video to fully make a full analysis on this. I'll give my opinion. You know what I mean? I haven't seen the full video yet. What's up?
Read Tiffany's comment.
Tiffany said he was in there by himself. They told him to leave his backpack on the cooler. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. And she was like, leave his backpack on the cooler. He did. He went to the back, picked up 4 bottles of water, put them back. Then he left. They chased him out, and he was running, and he shot him in the back.
For assuming that he stole something. And somebody said the wife lied. Flip said the wife followed him from the video and lied to her husband.
Okay. And so you're telling me they acquitted this man?
Yes. He was found not guilty.
Karan said, even if they had stolen 4 waters, a life should have more value than that.
Okay, I'm not taking up for nobody, and here's the case. That's just straight murder. But have we not heard this before?
Okay, here go Harold.
Have we not heard this type of shit before with people? Here is where my disdain lies.
Hold on, Harold. I got you. Hey, Tone. I got Harold on the phone.
Hold on, you gotta put me on this shit. I'm just saying, Look, you got a young motherfucker got a gun, right? It's in his bag. He dropped the bag off at the door. He walked around. They watched him as soon as he came in the store. He went to the back. He put whatever he had back in there. Got the water. Put the water back. He walked back to the front. The lady walked up on him. He shook his what's this shit called? His sweatshirt. He grabbed his bag. He walked out. Went around the corner. They came around. He was just walking. He came out. They ran after him. He ran across the parking lot. And they got shot in the back.
That's murder.
That's murder.
That's murder.
That's murder.
So he shook his sweatshirt to say like nothing is in it. Like I don't have nothing like that.
Hey, don't put me on. Hey, when y'all really get like set up, I'll come on and bullshit.
Okay, no, they can hear you. I just wanted them to hear you. So we got that part. Okay.
All right, what I'm gonna do,
I'll send you the video.
Okay.
All right, I respect that. I respect that.
He came into the parking lot all the way through the store. Actually, go watch the trial. The trial is playing the full video clip.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
I gotta look at
Go
this.
somewhere, but don't go nowhere.
I gotta look at this. I gotta look at this a little bit more. If you can, Harold, send me that information. I'd like to look into this a little more. But the way it sounds, the way you were explaining it, that's cold-blooded murder. That's murder. That's murder.
Okay.
If you to acquit, first off, where did this take place at?
South Carolina. Columbia is in the South.
Okay, so here's my disdain, right? And this is what I have a problem with. Right?
Okay.
We as a community, we don't want to argue and fight. And you hold on, you have these young niggas in pew-pewing each other left and right. Pew-pewing each other, killing each other. But when you have a motherfucker like this that killed one of your own, y'all turn and look the other way. Why ain't y'all pew-pewing this motherfucker? I'm just saying, eye for an eye. But you know what happened? When George Zimmerman did it, everybody was in an outrage. But nobody had the balls to motherfucking blow his fucking brains out.
And he have been on a rampage ever since. He been in so much shit since then.
I'm saying you motherfuckers in the hood ain't who y'all claim to be. Y'all want to kill each other, right? But these motherfuckers is running around killing us. Y'all ain't got the heart to motherfucking go up there and do what you gotta do. You gangbangers ain't got the heart to take one of them motherfuckers out. I don't understand. I don't understand. Make me understand, please. Because you motherfuckers in these hoods are quick to kill each other. But y'all can't stick together and run that motherfucker. Destroying his store. What's that going to do? He got insurance. I seen the shit. They destroyed his store. He got insurance. They going to get paid for that.
Okay, so Corcoran says, I don't even know how they could have thought he had stolen from the store. He had followed all of their instructions.
Yeah, but they were looking for problems. Here's what it sounds like. Motherfuckers been hit time and time again. They was angry. They found one kid by himself and they took it too far.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Flip said this is not the first time the owner has done this. And Day
Yes,
said
I heard that too.
It was a murder, but it is the South.
So at the end of the day, when does street justice take effect? Because you niggas want to kill each other for some stupid shit, some stupid shit. But where are my gangsters at? Where are my real street niggas at? The real killers in the street. While you let these men that kill your own kind walk scot-free and you don't do nothing about it.
There they said Asian protection laws.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, Tone. All right. I don't want you to get in trouble, but I don't think promoting or initiating a retaliation like this is.
I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I understand it's upsetting. Yes, it is fully upsetting.
You're right. I get it. You're right. I mean, you're right, white man.
Don't incite, because don't incite.
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait a minute. I could be like President Trump. Like January 6th. I ain't do nothing. I just put it out there, and I think
I'm going to be the Joe Biden and calm things down.
The Proud Boys on standby.
Just saying. but the question still bears.
I mean, I understand. The thing is, I understand the frustration, Bart. There's dueling frustrations here. That's what a lot of people forget. You have probably the store owner has dealt with a lot of people, you know, whatever group of people he's dealt with, stealing from his store. And it's frustrating from that aspect. I understand the people who are upset to the fact that a young kid got killed outside the store. It's you know, he was pretty much chased out of the store and he could just let him go. But no, you end up killing him outside. I understand the dueling upsetness.
How is that not murder, sir? How is
yes,
that?
It is murder. I understand.
Murder?
I felt like, yes, when it came to that verdict, it does seem as like, dude, you shot him outside your store, way outside your store.
In his back.
In his back. He did not turn around or anything like he didn't shoot it back at you.
He was running away from the store with no product.
So hold on.
With no merchandise.
And like he said, this dude Chow had a prior shooting that they could not bring into trial. So this is a dude that's known to do this type of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And,
so,
and he
I understand the dueling aspect.
Now, I'm going to say this. If this had been a white kid and it was a black store owner and did the same thing, will we get the same verdict? I'm going to leave that there. Y'all don't have to answer that, but I'm going to leave that right there. Will we get the same verdict if that was a white kid? No.
Well, now that you mentioned we're not doing anything, there was something else that came about that is causing the Black community to do something. There's a video that came out of an Asian man, and I think we have that to be viewed. There's a video of an Asian man that is daring the Black community to boycott Asian stores. If they say you so mad about this verdict, boycott the stores. Don't wear our Jordans. Don't go to our laundromats. Don't go to our beauty supply stores. Don't drive our Hondas. He's daring the community to boycott. Do you have that video for us, Walter Cronkite?
I saw what that Oriental man was saying about boycotting. You know what I mean? But you see, the problem with this, with our community is we so fucking divided that we can't come together and stand and boycott these niggas. You can't have. That's why they like you said, they come in our neighborhoods because it's cheap for them to set up business, and we rely on them. They take our dollar, but we don't have the gumption to stick together and say, "Fuck y'all, we're gonna run our own shit," because we're crabs in a fucking barrel, man. We're crabs in a fucking barrel, dog, and that's real. I'm sorry. But that's just the way I feel. Yeah, I'm a little passionate about this shit. But yeah, I can't commit the same fucking crimes that other dudes do and walk.
You can't.
If I shoot a person in the back, I got a business. And a motherfucker come in and do the same thing and I did, I'm going under the jail. So, at what point they're going to keep doing this shit to us. They're going to keep doing it to our youth. You know what I mean? Parents, employees, it's the bad apples. It's just everything, dog. But we got to figure something the fuck out. Something got to give. I'm not telling y'all to go out there and pew that Chinese man. I'm not telling you to do that.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not telling you to do that. You know what I mean?
Here's the video.
I can't see you niggas getting in the uproar and not doing anything.
All right, Tone, here's the video that Kiki was mentioning.
Cut Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromat. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the Black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are in our neighborhoods. We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
After reading your comment,
What you got to say to that, Kiki?
Mr. Asian man. I'm gonna say this. Give me a second to.
I'm gonna give you a second because I'm waiting.
I don't know what book he never read. I don't know the black people that he's I don't know who he knows, but we do this shit. We don't need none of that. We do this. Like we survive so many black and brown people. We survive so much stuff. Like we don't need them. Tone, we don't need them. For every Asian person, there's a black person that does it. I know black mechanics. I know people who whatever. Fuck a Hyundai. I don't drive that shit no way. I'm American. I got a Ford. I got to keep a Ford. Like I got a Chevy. You know what I'm saying? Like. Fuck him.
Okay.
Fuck him. And I got so much. Hold on, Tone. I gotta, bro. I'm so mad about that. I understand how he feels. I understand you feel some type of way. I understand you mad at the situation because I'm gonna back up for a minute. There's no way in four hells stealing. You should be, even if he stole 14 waters, you shouldn't be shot. You shouldn't be shot. There's laws. They tell us all the time. You did tell it to the judge, but lock your ass up. Whatever you should not be shot and killed for stealing. One, you shouldn't be stealing, but you shouldn't lose your life for that. There's that. Two, if you lie and you place the gun where there wasn't one and you shot this man in the back, that is murder. 3.5, if you in your Asian community don't understand the outrage, there's a problem there. 4, Tone, you are correct that most of the time we don't stick together long enough. We don't do something, but I'm a person like I will boycott you as I'm in beauty culture, bro. I'm in beauty culture. And let me define this line. Many things that we can't, you can't really not order shit from China, from Asians, like from China. I'm gonna say that. I don't want to lump everybody together, but you can't, if you buying shit, you don't know where it's coming from. So those people over there, you really can't. But can I control going to get carry out? Fuck yeah. Can I control going to your beauty supply store? Can I control? It pains me to know that I need my nails done. Can I find a black girl to do it? Absolutely. All this shit is a Google search, and we have empowered these people so much that he is stupid in his rant because you're naming everything that black people put money in your pocket for. You think that daring people, the very people that you got rich off of, and they got rich off of black people's blood and back, the shit that we had to endure, because I don't know if he forgot that he ain't white. He ain't white. You're Asian. And a lot of your freedoms, a lot of that shit that you can do over here came from black people. Bro, get me off this thing. Just Tone, take it. Just
all right. So first off,
I got so many feelings.
What I'm gonna say, I got a lot of feelings about.
Okay.
With that man, that person had to say. If you feel that boldly about your statement that you made, why don't y'all pull your business out of our neighborhood? If you feel, because you said you have your own Koreatowns and all that shit, but I can go here. I live in Virginia. Koreans don't own no liquor stores, bitch. Now we see a carry out, you know what I mean? I may see a cleaners and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different when you go into certain urban hoods and certain urban areas. You're going to see these motherfuckers at. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're going to see the beauty supply stores they own. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen a black-owned beauty supply store?
Yeah. Yes.
You need more of those.
Not many. Not many, but yes.
And like if we, and this is what I'm saying, if we were together as a people, we don't need these motherfuckers. They need our money, and we keep spending our money with them. But we're not bold enough to stand together. We rather motherfucking bring each other down instead of lift each other up and help each other with these business and push these niggas out the neighborhood. You know what I mean? They don't, like he said, they got their own career town. Well, go to your own career town. Why are you still here? You know what I mean? Like you said, you can't help. You can buy American. You can buy American cars. You can buy American shit. I get it. A lot of the technology comes from Asian countries, right? It's the best way to put it. Comes from Asian countries. Yes, we use technology. You know what I mean? That's just neither here nor there. I'm not talking about these big countries, these big companies that supply certain things. I'm talking about the ones in your communities. The ones in your communities. Boycott them motherfuckers. Run their ass out of your motherfucking neighborhood. But you know why you can't? Because you niggas don't have it together to stand with yourself and run your own fucking neighborhoods and have your own shit. You know why? Because you niggas gonna steal from each other. Or you're gonna get him. Here's what's gonna happen. Brother, I'm a brother like you. Hook me up. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be. We can have our own shit. We're just not that type of fucking people. And that's what sickens me. That's what sickens me.
We were,
but we lost it. Them generations is gone years ago, Kiki. We talking about generations today. When you look at the generations that are coming up that are supposed to take care of us now, we fucked. We fucked. And it's only going to get worse. That's what I'm saying. It's only going to get worse.
Tone. It started before them though. Because let's go back down memory lane, right? A lot of stuff that we did on our own. We were tricked out of it. It was stolen from us. The ideas that we had was coined under someone else. They made it very hard for us, like, to own things. They made it very hard for us to save things. They made it extremely, like, everything we have to do is doubly as hard. So if you look at it, it's not like it's not in us. It just, I think, before us, before my mother, like it was beaten out of us, or we were scared, or what is it? We didn't trust, or it's something like that, because it's there. Like we can make our own stuff. We do. You know what I'm saying? It's not in a mass. It's just not in a mass, huh?
A lot of this shit that he was talking about, we invented. You know what I mean? We invented. You know, but we don't, as a people today, we don't, the mindset isn't there. You know what I mean? And it's not being taught to the younger generation. It's just not there. You know what I mean? I see what fucking what did Harold say? Harold said, Harold said, what did he say? He said, a year from now, I'm gonna ask for a Chinese or got Jordans. If you're gonna boycott it, make it a lifestyle, not a moment.
Yes, he did.
We get mad in the fucking moment. But come next week, 2 weeks from now, it's an afterthought. It's an afterthought. When we get mad at everything, when the police kill one of us or something like that, you're mad at that moment, but 2 weeks later, you're not even thinking about that shit no more. You know what I mean?
I'm mad that we just can't see. We can't see what it is. Like, because some of us will see it, some of us will feel it, some of us it'll be in here, and we will act it out in our day-to-day lives. And some people will just be hungry on the way home and be like, fuck it. Like, just carry on right there. Fuck it.
I'm gonna tell you what, to be honest with you, I haven't been to the carry out in a long time. And so for me, I don't live near a carry out. I don't live near a carry out, you know what I mean? I prefer to cook my own shit. I've gotten to the stage now. I guess this, you know what I mean? Living by myself shit has gotten to the stage now where I prefer to cook my own shit when I come home. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna cook my own shit. I'm gonna cook my own meals. I'm not really pressed about going out to eat because I don't know what the fuck. I just don't know. I'd rather cook my own shit. I feel comfortable making my own food.
And that's very different for you because you used to kill outside.
I love being outside, but you never caught me at a carry out and shit like that.
No, not carry out.
I go to fucking restaurants and shit like that and sit down. I'm not going to give that feature up, but I don't do it as much anymore because I'm in a situation where, I'm spending majority of my time at work. You know what I mean? And when I get off work, you know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga, I'm realizing I spend more when I go out to eat with you than versus going to the grocery store and buy the shit that I need, and I can go back and fucking Chef Boyardee my own shit.
But Tone, I think a lot of my anger comes from the fact that we have to be outraged by everything. Like, we have to be so angered. Just understanding that it is what it is. That like my daughter went to China, right? And I want to say some of those Asian countries, they don't really care for melanated people. We have something else that I'm gonna show y'all to prove my point. But some of those Asian countries, they don't. A lot of them have never seen Black people until they either come here or you go there. Like a lot of them, they don't see them. And number two, and the reason why I think they have they feel how they feel too, or they don't understand like how comments like that, because I don't think that they endure racism. They stay in their lane most of the time, except like in their countries. You know what I'm saying? Like in their countries, they stay in their lane. They do them like they're the master of their universe. They're not worried about what the fuck we're doing.
I read that book, man. I read that book. A lot of people ain't on that. You know what I mean? The Making of the Willie Lynch Papers, The Making of a Slave. Yeah. I read that shit. You know what I mean? He said the minds we have now was engineered over 400 years ago, which is absolutely fucking correct. If you never read those, you know what I mean? You never read those type of books, you won't understand. The buck breaking book. You'll never understand why we are the way we are. And like you said, like what everybody's saying is, this was geared years ago when slavery was. We were broken as a people then. That's when they broke us. That's when they broke us, and it's still today.
Gino said, let's keep in mind that he doesn't represent all Asians too.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's venting his opinion. Like, he's entitled to his opinion. It's not that it's correct. You know what I mean? I'm gonna vent mine. Doesn't make my opinion correct. It's opinion. It's like assholes. Everybody got one.
And Harold said, true, just as all Black folks ain't the same. But exactly. He generalized us.
Like you said, we get generalized, you know what I mean? Like, we're all the same. You're just a nigga. You're a dumb nigga. You know what I mean?
So I just want to know how many people feel this situation and are going to avoid putting money in these areas. Is anybody on here gonna because they say he ain't been to a carry out since. I imagine that he probably is on that. Is on that train. Is anybody else on that train? Like, you're not gonna give your money to those areas?
Yeah, but I'm still about my Jordans. I can't help it. I'm about my Jordans though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's just.
I feel like
come to that.
They should boycott that store. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Because listen, just remember, what was it, Black Friday, when they was telling us don't spend on Black Friday. No one can do it. Everybody still went and did it. There are people
like, remember when they were boycotting Target? Right? They were boycotting Target. People were still shopping at Target. Didn't matter. I don't know.
I will, Harold. Just, So, white man, can you pull up there's a doll that these people have created. That's what I want to get back on track. There's a doll that people have created called the Natasha doll. And what it is, it is a Black doll created by some Asians. I can't remember which, and I'm shame on me because I done got sidetracked. Created to be abused. So a lot of people have found this doll, and they got this big old nose. It's got this thing, and they feel it. There's stuff that they do. I got a video of it that I want y'all to see as soon as Walter Cronkite can get that keyed up, which is coming at a. Here it is.
The fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
This
what
is the
all that's ugly? Oh, here we go. Oh Lord. Okay. What the fuck is this?
and I'll tell you what they said about it. As you watch this video, they were asking, well, why is the doll black? They said, somebody was quoted, that they would hate for it to be white because it would look too real and people will feel bad that you're abusing it.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment. No comment.
Walter.
This is where not everyone is in the room. Meaning, a few years ago, there was a European company that had a clothing line, and they promoted a T-shirt that had baby monkeys on it, and it
I remember that.
and gave one of them wear the black kid to wear it.
The
This is the
JCPenney?
same thing.
Was it JCPenney? I remember that.
No, it wasn't JCPenney. It was
Oh,
a
it was
European.
Old
It was a
Navy.
European store. It was a
Oh,
European store.
Navy.
No, it wasn't
That's
Old
right.
Navy either. No, but it was a European store and a European company. Oh,
Okay.
H&M. That was it. H&M.
H&M.
Yeah. So this here is, again, mind you, since this is a foreign company that created these things, and it's pretty much, the funny thing is like it even though it's now internationally known about it because thanks to the internet, if this was still in where it was made, no one would know about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and keep in mind, when it comes to Asian culture, especially I would say like Japanese and Chinese, when it comes to black people, they have their own interpretation of it, even though I think through the years, because mind you, your daughter, London has, embraced, and her and I kind of usually agree the fact is like when it comes to like anime, Japanese anime,
Mm-hmm.
where it started like back in, you can go back as long as you want to. The view of how black people look compared to is now has kind of grown and at least be more culture appropriate. Here, this isn't. That's why I said it's like not everyone was in the room for this one, and they viewed it as like, oh, this is it's a stress reliever. You can do this, you can do that, but having the base color to be a dark skinned black person instead of why not make it your own? I don't understand that. So it's confusing. Like again, it's a rage baiter, and I mean, to me, it felt like, okay, I get it. Not everyone was in. Not everyone was in the room for this one, so I'll leave it alone. Like Tone said, I'll just leave it alone like that.
I mean, wait a minute. I had to leave it alone. I just no comment.
We gonna get in trouble. We just speak. Listen.
No, I'm trying to stay in the views of Beltway Radio and beyond. I have to stay in that bubble because sometimes my thoughts.
So I'm telling you, the way these social media platforms operate, they keep you right here. The way you can't You know how much we got Dean Tone last year? I mean, the year before last, how much we stay getting in trouble.
And right now, I'm like, man, here we go again. You done got me started. I am not inciting riots. Not inciting riots. I'm just calling out to my fellow gangster community.
Say less, Tom. Just say less. Just say less, bro.
I mean, I just can't. That's why I said no comment, Kiki. You keep adding. I'm like, she just pouring fuel on the fire. Kerosene. How do you respond to that? They're saying
I
that
laughed.
doll
Did you see
is
me
a
laugh?
stress reliever. Hold on. They're saying it's a stress relieving doll.
Yes. That's what they said. And I guess it relieves stress to I guess that's how people relieve stress. They just smush you and run you over with a car and put water in you and push you.
They flip side you. They flip side you. You know what I mean? Flip side got motherfucking. Bro, I'm gonna start looking at the indentations on her bumper. That's niggas' skulls. I mean,
What she said?
remember she said she runs niggas over with her cars.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So what Batman says. So
Harold,
let's
I mean, yo, my inbox wide open. Look, we can chop this shit up, bro. We can chop it up tomorrow. I ain't got nothing but time. You know what I mean?
Batman wants us to understand that blacks are the number one influence in the world. Every ethnicity adores us, which is true because a lot of stuff we've done first. We've done most things first, and the people are copying our look. I can't help these eyes. Like, listen, I'm looking at myself.
Look at these Orientals and how
I
they
can't
dance
help
and
these
how they
eyes.
move. Look at these Orientals, you know what I mean, and how they dance and how they move and how they do this and how they do that.
Everybody is twerking.
You want to be
twerking. Everyone's twerking. I've seen them go and get perms to make their hair curly. Like I've seen it. Harold said, "Gotta keep my blood pressure in check." He's like, "Nah."
Bro, so I'm with Harold right now. I'm with Harold right now. I'm like, I gotta chill out right now. I gotta chill out because I got out there and I'm trying to wheel myself in. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I want my opinion to matter. However, we're gonna revisit this next week, Harold, because
why?
Them again? No, because I didn't do this it's due diligence. I believe that we didn't really hit it from the real talk, uncensored point of view. I think we're emotionally. Let me finish. I think that we're emotionally responding. I think that we are. Our rage and passion is carrying the segment. So I believe that I need to look into it a little more, and there's something I'm missing. It has to be.
Good luck. That's Kiki trying to find the lighter side of things. This is Kiki trying to find the lighter side of things, but maybe you're right a little bit about the passions and everything, emotions be involved with this topic, but it's very sensitive to us. You know what I mean? So we have to find ways of discussing this and keeping that part out, which is very complicated. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm struggling. Like, fuck you, I'm struggling. But I don't know what to do because right now, as I sit here in front of my laptop, I got Real Talk on one screen and I'm on my laptop and I'm looking up other shit. And as I read more about this fucking doll, I'm just gonna no comment. I don't know how to say what I want to say and be calm, like how Batman would speak some shit, or how Harold would speak some shit, or fucking Gino, or I don't know how. And
the premise of this show, Tone, is you're not supposed to. I'm supposed to. So that's what I'm saying. I think my emotions are a little high on this, and I want to clean this up a little bit. Not clean up the situation, but I want to present it differently. Where, if that makes sense. Walter, you understand?
Yes.
This is what I'm saying have validity.
I get what you're trying to do.
I should leave it be.
No comment.
I should leave it be.
I would listen to this because again, it's nothing new. It's just something again pops up. Something will pop up again later down the line. It was a rage baiter. That's how I viewed it. So, mind you, I like I said, when it comes to foreign cultures, not everyone follows the playbook of what you should, what's more appropriate to others than to this person do group or what have you. There's no playbook for this. There's no rules, no nothing. So and I feel like it's again, yeah, it is a mildly offensive. I do get that, but at the same time, it's like I just feel like I just look at it as like, okay, I get it.
But why is everyone reading from that same playbook? Because we're always the target. I don't want to sound
no,
like
it's not the same. No, because again,
that playbook is read by everyone. Like even us to us, like that playbook. Like we the fuck boys. Like we're the. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody.
Again, guess what it's doing to you? It's doing what it's doing. It's raising.
Yeah.
So way I see it is like, I looked at it and it's like, okay, I just like, all right, who's buying this? It's only people over in the Far East, and that's it. If it's coming here, then I would understand, really be upset. But it's over there. So we'll see how much gets sold, because they make so many trinket things left and right, and it's it's a fad to them. So we'll see how much money it's being made over there. I doubt it is. It's just wasted plastic. That's how I view it.
And you know what? Since then, let me give an update. Since then, the guy who made the comment about daring us to boycott him has since removed all his socials. You can't find the guy nowhere. Like after,
because he knew he shot himself in the foot by doing that.
I just want us to. We just need just one lesson, because people always we black people know this. We always say, how you do, hit people in their pocket. That's where it hurts, but we never can do it. I just want us one time to just show them. I'm telling you, Detroit did it. Detroit got people up out of there. I'm not saying who or how, but when I was telling y'all about the new era something, I can't remember, in Detroit, these people, like, they took their blocks back. They policed their own. Like if you do, you should, like, I guess one time they shot this little kid that went in the store, the Indian guy or Pakistani or some Middle Eastern, I should say, because I don't know which he was, but a Middle Easterner shot a kid in the back, and they got his ass up out the neighborhood. Like they shut the gas station down. They stood out there 24 hours a day. They was on duty. Nobody ain't buying shit from this store. Nobody ain't getting no gas. Go. People was coming. He was turning people away. Like, and they stood there until that man had to close that store down. Now somebody black has bought it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't condone or agree or disagree with it. I'm just telling you how they doing it over there. Detroit is not playing. Like the people in turn, knowing they have to deal with this, it's less stuff going on, because you got to deal with this group of people who is like, nah, you ain't about to act like that. You ain't about to come in this motherfucker. Because I think the same thing, like he took something and they ended up shooting him. And and like I stated before, there's no way that you should give a life for a candy bar or a fucking bottle of water. So there's some things that probably has to change, and it has to change with us too. Has to change with us, probably us first, because you can't like Batman been preaching on this show for the last 6 years about unifying and doing this and doing that, and it's not happening.
And it's still not happening. And 6 years later, people still can't.
And most people understand that it's not happening, so they can make those posts and say they dare us. Because what we gonna do?
Not a motherfucking thing.
Talk about it. Miss Rosa Parks, don't we?
I got no comment. I'm playing.
Well, he said we don't need to show them shit. We just need to show each other. Chinatown, it snatched his ass up. Harold said, they said, because we make it easy to be a target. The music and the games poison our kids. It's crazy to listen to me. It's crazy. Listen to me. My ass know I'm old now, shaking my head, but I was a YN. Now I'm grown. But these YNs, just like us, We didn't give a fuck, and neither do they. I just wish we can reprogram ourselves, but money runs us. That's it, Kiki. We are conditioned to respond. That's the red pill. Free your mind from the matrix. Side look. Yes, there is, white man. Dede said every 3 months some new race shit happens to us. Tweety said, I'm struggling too. I'm pulling the rest of my edges out. Cinnabon said, weak boy cut all the nail salons, Chinese restaurants, beauty supply stores, but we don't see too many black nail salons. If you find a good soul food restaurant, they don't stay long. And how many black beauty supply stores have you ever really seen? Before we board something, we need to come up with a plan. Oh, before we boycott something. I guess she must be talking. And before we boycott something, we need to come up with a plan. And this is true, but I'm gonna tell you something, Tone. White man was asking me prior to us coming on about Myrtle Beach. Mm-hmm. And this type of thing comes up about that. You know, even though Atlantic Beach is black, right? There's not enough room in Atlantic Beach for all of us to attend Black Bike Week. So we end up venturing ourselves out, and you see what they do to us when we venture out. They put their foots in our neck. They put their feet in our necks. They raise the prices. They this and that. They stall your growth. They don't want you to do this. They don't want you to do that. So it's like people all over social media be talking about taking it somewhere else and doing something different, but it's talk. We did it before. We did it once before, and the motherfuckers came back like, please. But then once again, the lady, when I was staying, the house I was staying, the lady was telling me it ain't all of us who feel like that. So I don't know what we do with that. What do we do with that when it's not everybody? Like, what do you do with that? Do you make the people suffer that has nothing to do with that comment or nothing to do with Black Bike Week being as constricting as it is to black people? Like, what do you do? You got nothing?
No comment.
Well, if you ain't got no comment,
I'm only here so I won't get fined.
You said, well, we can end on that pretty note if you want to.
Yeah, right now I don't have nothing else left to really fucking say.
I'm Kiki, y'all.
No face, no case. No, just a voice.
Walter, see you next week. I love y'all. Share this video, please, or whatever you watch it on. I'm kind of scared to share this one, but fuck with us.
Fucking share it. Bye.